What's going on, guys? It's Colin, and we're back for another week of Bring Your X Game. I have with me Mr. Rival X Factor, and what we're going to talk about today are some key points in a tournament match that we actually played together on the same team as part of an 8v8 conquest tournament that's going on among a bunch of different YouTubers. So we've actually played out 3 rounds at this point. This is from week 1, and my primary role was to go burn our C flag and then support the squad that was pushing B, because on this map, B is the key point that we want to hold. So going to take us into the action. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me again.
Excellent. Glad to have you back. And so we're going to look here at a clip where, at the very start of the match, where I'm burning the C flag. So here we go.
What we got here is you're burning the gimme, and we got 2 guys on highway, 2 guys on side street, and you missed the call. I know a lot of you guys don't play with comms like this, but look at your mini map. If no one's on the mini map, friendly wise, you got to expect bad guys to come. So what you should have done here is turned around and camped that door that's behind your left. Okay. So with that being said, you would have saved the B back rage. This map is all about pushing those side lanes and back raging people. There's the suppression, there's the kill.
Yeah.
So with that being said, hold a lane, camp a flank until your other guys spawn back and push that out. And again, for pub play, look at your mini map, see where friendlies are not, and get ready to cover that area or push out on that area.
All right, so we are going to take a look at a point in the match where I spawn in and I immediately start moving, and it causes me it causes me a death. And what you want to do is make sure that you stand perfectly still and look around. You get 2 seconds to orient yourself before you start moving or shooting. And so let's have a look at this. Here we go.
So what happens is whenever I spawn in, I abuse that 2-second mechanic. You're about to pick a guy to spawn in on, and you're about to start tap dancing with an enemy right next to you, and you got your face raped. So what you do is you literally stand still, use that full 2 seconds, let him blow half a round or half a clip into you, then shoot him in the face.
Okay.
So I don't care if you're spawning at your gimme. I don't care if you're spawning on a flag. It's never safe. Never assume that you got a free spawn and start running. Always look around, because maybe you caught the guy when he's down to 10 bullets and he just wasted them on you.
Yeah.
Then shoot him in the face. Only good things can come from using this mechanic.
All right, and finally, for our discussion today, we're going to take a look at a clip on the B flag where I'm trying to help the team hold our lanes and keep the team from capturing keep the enemy team from capturing this. So here we go. Well, why don't you take us through this?
What you're doing now is you're checking the spawn, you're clearing out the dumpster, what we got nooged, so good, you're looking out. Now your focal point should be holding B, you're checking rugs, now you're watching lanes. You're doing a good job, you're staying ADS, and they're in that pool spawn, you know that now, and you're doing a good job babysitting a lane. A lot of guys just run and gun around like Rambo, it gets you killed, okay? Because that slight delay to stop running, go ADS and shoot, is all it takes for someone to shoot you in the face. Because again, when you play on a higher level, some of the better shots, it takes them half a second to kill you, no matter what the range is really. So with that being said, you have to spend more time ADS watching these lanes like you are now. You're not exposing yourself too much. You're staying protected. You're using this to shield RPGs. You're using this to shield potential 320s if we allowed it. And you're looking back and forth to both sides. And you're doing a good job of running if you don't have a shot, just like I would. If I don't have a shot, I run. If I don't know where he's coming from and I take damage, I run. Instead of trying to spin around and get a shot. There you go, you catch Daskro trying to rush, and you get a couple picks here. Doing with what you're supposed to do is watching the lanes. And you get a nice hip spray kill. So now that you're healing up and whatnot, you need to push back out and you need to see if that burn's still going on. And obviously you're assessing the mini map. It looks like we took control of B there and you did a very good job. So with that said, in a public server, figure out what lane you want to control. I always say pub with purpose. Figure out, do you want to make B your primary and work on that? Nice double kill there. Or do you just want to run and gun like a Rambo and not get better at this game? So whenever I go into a pub, I go in with a couple things I want to work on, like hold B, push B, work in the dumps room, work in the pools room, things like that. And that's how I practice.
Yeah, and I've been sort of taking that philosophy when I'm playing in public servers lately, and it's definitely led to an improvement in my gameplay. Occasionally I'll still get together with some friends over some drinks and play, and not really care what I'm doing, but which you witnessed Saturday night.
Yeah, it went from great to horrible about the fifth drink.
Absolutely. There's that sweet spot where I still play pretty well, but I crossed that line, and it was ugly. I decided in a public server just to be your rep guy. I could shoot with the repair tool, but
worked out pretty well. But yeah, that's the thing. Pub with purpose. Figure out a couple things you need to work on. Is your gun head level? Are you peeking properly? Are you going ADS and babysitting spots where people could be popping out? Are you getting good reses off and not just being a zombie reser, getting every body you've ever seen?
Yeah.
Work on a couple things every time you go into a pub.
So what I guess I'll ask you is for next week, I would like to try and work on a couple of new things. So, we've talked about reticle at head level. I think that's been improved quite a bit. Burst firing, looking at my mini-map, that's one that I still have to focus on a little bit more, but that's coming with time. So what sort of drills or assignments would you give at this point, having seen more of my gameplay, to help me improve further?
Time to step it up. I don't know if you play paintball or not, but Rival Cartel was a national champion a couple times as a paintballer. I played paintball on a semi-professional level, not as hardcore as he did. There's a technique called snap shooting. It's where you peek a corner and you shoot off 5 or 6 rounds and you peek back in, regardless if you got the kill or not, because you're limiting that exposure time. Okay. So I want you to work on snap shooting. This is more of an advanced tactic, but once you get this down, you'll be a disgusting player. Okay, so what it has to do is you peek out, you shoot your 5 or 6 rounds, you peek back in, whether you got the kill or not. So it's going to help your aim. You're going to hone in, okay, because you only got that glimpse of time to shoot people, and it's going to help you by not getting shot at by 8 million people, because the longer you stay exposed, the more angles you have that people can attack you from.
Okay, and so what would be a good game type to practice this? Anything good?
TDM,
Conquest?
Karg. Metro, Bazaar, Sane, anything where there's high infantry experience.
Okay. Perfect. I will do that as a takeaway for next week, guys, and we will actually probably have some more competitive tournament gameplay to look at as well. So we just finished a round today. I will break that down and review it with Mr. X Factor. Look forward to another one next Monday, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, leave us some feedback. A rating is always appreciated and goes a long way. And again, thanks for coming. I always appreciate the help. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks, man. I think your gameplay has come a long way since we first started, and I think the sky's the limit.
Awesome. Cheers, guys. We'll talk soon.